About a year and a bit ago, my health got really bad to the point where I had to stay indoors for about 3 months whilst my immune system calmed down. So during that time I was a bit like the bubble boy and I couldn't really leave the house and all I had was the internet, but thankfully I was living with a fantastic electrical engineer who had a whole workshop just full of goodies. So whilst he was at work I would YouTube how to get things to work and slowly taught myself basic programming and started building my own little toys. I made a sonic screwdriver that would change the TV channels. I made a little Zelda rupee light that I used as my nightlight. I learned how to use the 3D printers. So over that 3-month period where I was really trapped in the house, I slowly taught myself the core of the skills that I use for my business now. And when I emerged, I decided if I could do it in 3 months, then this is something I could share and expand and teach other people to do and help people make their own products. Creative Element is a business that I started to help local startups and entrepreneurs invent and prototype and design their own products from scratch. So we take them through a process of manufacturing and production that includes things like 3D printing, laser cutting, more advanced manufacturing machines like injection molders and vacuformers, as well as things that are just as basic like using Arduinos, soldering irons, basic LEDs. The biggest challenge I've had to overcome in setting up the business was definitely in credibility. I don't have a degree in software engineering and I don't have years and years of experience as a hardware engineer. So a lot of it was convincing people to trust me. So a lot of my prototyping skills come from collaborating with other people. So being that I don't have a huge background, I'm a bit of a jack of all trades, so I know a lot of different things, but not a comprehensive amount of knowledge. The best part of that was that I had this fantastic space that I could bring people into, and instead of me just giving them a product at the end of it, they actually learned the skills with me, so they could see how I was making everything and they would get something out of it as well, as opposed to just their product at the end. One of the main drivers behind doing the education side of the Creative Element is to get more women into tech. It's something I'm incredibly passionate about because it's something that I wanted for myself when I was younger. It's very much male dominated still, but it is slowly changing. There's a bit of a misconception about having to be very blokey and working in a workshop. It has to be a bit tough and rough and tumble, but it's actually really not like that. These are some of the most communicative, gentle, interesting co-workers that you'll ever come across in engineering. We're going to start running a program to educate young women on whether it's engineering or virtual reality, computer programming, and then turning that skill into a small business. So hopefully we'll have a bunch more young female STEM entrepreneurs in the next couple of years.